These Boys is live. First and foremost, before we start the show, Brother Mook will be here. He is running a tad bit late, but he will be here, so we will see Brother Mook soon. But I want to shout out Tommy D, promoter. We had him on for an interview the other day. Great guest. He had a great story about Live Nation, so we'll be putting that out in the very near future. So shout out to Tommy D and shout out to I believe is Juice Media. They were really cool story and it should be interesting when we put that out. All right. Last week, Omatic, you missed the geopolitics part of the episode, and you got in right when it was good. To this week, actually, we're not gonna have that much geopolitics for what it's worth. We're keeping it. Actually, damn, I have to run upstairs. Let me run upstairs for 2 seconds. Entertain the people literally for 2 seconds.
Telling me to entertain the people is crazy, man. I don't got nothing. I do want to say it's National Cognac Day, so get y'all cognac, man. That's all I got.
Okay. See you poured up for them. You showed them some.
I was telling them apparently it's National Cognac Day, so I had to celebrate my bag. You
Your
know,
bag. Okay. I'm not mad at that. National Cognac Day. That's a vibe.
yeah.
Yeah, so since you missed the geopolitics last week, I want to talk about local elections. You're not a big geopolitics guy, but local elections might tickle your fancy, maybe. Yes, no, maybe so.
I would say yeah, um, but I would say just like all things, how I feel like I'm just not into it. But I understand the importance of it, right? Like I was literally just at a function on Sunday, and all of them were there. Like Westmore was there. Um, I always forget the other lady's name that has an A in
Alicia,
it.
Brave Boy.
She was there, and it was a Parks and Rec thing. It was a thing for churches. It was like 5 churches all came together. They were celebrating something. Um, but what I don't like in these situations is, I'm just walking around. It's hot. You see, I got two kids, 6 and 4, just running around losing their minds, and you guys are trying to shove these flyers down my face, saying, "Hey, you should vote for it." Da, 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 da. It's like, bro, this is not the time for this. Give me a break, bro. Like, you know what I mean? There's a time and place for everything. But again, I do think it's important. I'm just not tapped in. I think it was funny, not funny, but I was thinking about this, right? Like we've always jokingly said we should run the county. We have the best, things for the county. And I was thinking, it's probably these guys are all probably the same, right? They all probably woke up and was like, I could probably do X, Y, and Z for the county, for the state. Um, and I was deep in some thoughts, but I was like, I wonder how old these people are. What their history prior to this was. Like, how did you come up? Did you just decide to do this? Did you go to school for this? So because then I was like, okay, we jokingly talk about this, but there's actually people out here doing this. So maybe we're shooting the shit, and these other people are really, locked in. And at that point, what do we do? Do we just jump on, who we're locked in with and who we best see fit, like we typically do in all type of electoral type of deals? Find who best aligns with you, or do we try to run the county type shit? So that's kind of where I was at randomly with the local election state of affairs in the past little like 4 days. So
I love that. I love that for you. Just some logisticals. June 11th through June 18th is early voting. Election day is June 23rd. This is all for primary voting. And I want to make that distinction. I actually got a text from Kevin Ford Jr., who is running for state senate, and I got a text because I'm registered independent. And in Maryland, Maryland doesn't hold open primaries; they hold closed primaries. So only people who can vote in primaries in Maryland are people are are is your part. You can only vote in your party affiliation primary in the state of Maryland. Brother Kevin Ford Jr. actually sent a text message to me saying that if he is elected to the Senate, he'll actually try and get and pass laws so that Maryland, anyone can vote in Maryland's primaries. And according to him, I just want to make sure I got this number right. There are over 10,000. Like I said, just want to make sure I don't want to get Brother Kevin's words wrong. There are over 16,000 independent voters in District 24 without a voice in these elections due to the fact that they are not affiliated with a party or another. I thought that was very interesting. I hope he makes it to the general election in November because I'll definitely vote for him because he did more than most people so far. I've seen Wes Moore one time in a Graces prior to him being governor, and basically, he was doing the thing where people are trying to run. He had him and his wife. They're hello, hello. How is everyone doing? Playing nice, all that good politician stuff. But for me, I think the local elections are super super interesting because everyone keeps talking about how voting is the civil thing that you can do. That is where your voice actually matters. And I think between me, you, and Mook, we've been sending, we sent a bunch of tweets, text messages, and stuff. I've been sending a lot of stuff in which people have voted, in particular in local state elections, and whoever runs their state has decided to not listen to the things that they have asked for. So people have voted in Virginia. They voted to amend their voting districts, and once they passed that, the voters passed that law. The governor, I believe it was the governor, or I forget which judge in the state overturned that. So for me, you
Talking
can
about
only
the gerrymandering in Virginia.
yeah, you can. There's only so much you can do where you keep telling people vote, 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 vote. In particular, this idea that if you vote local, things will get better, and people vote and actually have the opposite happen. They're voting, and the things that they are looking for aren't actually happening.
That's me.
Oh, I was like, huh?
That's some good
But
delay time. Good delay time.
no.
Not too long. Like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Very, very chill.
Like that.
But I definitely found that as far as the voting interesting. Wes Moore is an interesting character too. I don't know if you guys saw, but there's reports about him lying about his military service prior to him becoming governor, and how that may ultimately affect him when he wants to run for president, or if he will get the nomination to be one of the Democratic nominations for the the presidency in 2028. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know how I feel about Wes Moore personally. I don't know if you guys have any strong takes about Wes Moore.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I feel as though you're just a fuck everyone type of person. So
I
that's
mean,
not really.
touche, brother. Touche. Touche. I give you that. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, hello. You know what I'm saying? I apologize for being late, first of all. Hello, fellas. How are we doing?
Good.
Oh well.
Good.
Okay, all right. But get back to the Westmore shit. I don't fuck with Cuz, bro. Like, he seems like very much a capitalist and opportunist type of cat.
Everybody seems to be a capitalist.
Yeah,
Like
for sure. But like the opportunist type of thing when it comes to that, when it comes to AI data centers and all of that in the state of Maryland, and his choice of where he chooses to place them, fuck him.
I
Like,
saw
you know what I'm
that.
saying?
I saw some people complaining about putting it in rural more.
Yeah, bro. Like, there's nothing in Hagerstown, fool. Like, why aren't we putting shit out there? Like, it's a bunch of mountains that we can dead ass, like, rural areas that you can just build that type of stuff up into, and they'll be way more cool. You don't have to use as much natural water. You don't have to use the cooling elements that you would. as if you put it in, say, where Landover Mall used to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to strip certain things away from the actual population that is in that area. So it's just like when it comes to those type of things, then it's just like, bro, I have no time for you. And then it's just like this whole lying thing has been the thing for the last what, 5 years?
You hiring? Who is hiring? Oh,
That's
y'all hiring?
Shirley. That's Shirley. Yeah.
Shirley, funny as shit. Yeah, Shirley, you gotta bring your ass to work if you want to
Shirley
get
came
hired.
back to work.
I,
Wow.
I didn't know who got the memo.
I don't know. Shit.
Nah, listen. I don't really feel strongly about Westmore in any way. Who was that white guy who came right before him, who was the Republican and was the governor during COVID, and he thought he was going to be president because he bought the mask because his wife had a connection with
Have
somebody.
Vietnamese ties.
Yeah, whatever. Nonetheless, I don't think Westmore has done great. I don't think he's done bad. I think Maryland is a very unique and interesting state because it's not the super populated heavy state, but it is very much so close to DC. New York is close enough. It's close enough in places into cities that
Philadelphia as well.
in like the 20th, in like the beginning of the 20th, end of 20th, early of 21st century, maybe, but like now, not so much. But I think DC is close enough to very important places within the country that you can bring businesses, you can bring opportunity to the state. There's a lot of high class, higher education places in the state. Like Maryland has a lot of things to offer. I think
Schooling
that,
too outside of PG County.
huh?
Schooling too is outside of
Yeah, I
PG
was just talking
County
about from the college perspective.
for sure.
But yeah, I think Maryland in general has a lot of things that a poppin' state or a state in which people would want to invest in, it would be a good place for people. So I think as far as that goes, I can't really make definitive claims about what Westmore is or isn't doing. I would just say that I would like to see in general where people lie on what they feel is important. So what I mean by that is like, is it truly economics? Is it just that? Like, is it I want to make sure that there are more opportunities for me to make money in Maryland? Is it safety?
If
What?
that's the case, then Westmore's your guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't really know what anybody actually believes that they want. I know one thing for example, and we talk about local and PG County is that
Voter turnout is trash.
people don't like the fact that everywhere you go, it seems to be the same sort of businesses, Royal Farms, fast food establishments, Chick Fil A's every corner. There's not other sort of
7-Eleven.
other dining opportunities and things of that nature. What I think about that is that, to Omatic's point, Alicia Brave Boy, that's a county thing. There's a lot of permits. There's a lot of things of that nature. Like when I cross over into Anne Arundel County, they got a lot of different luxuries or whatever amenities that people claim that they would like on the PG side. And I know people a lot of times like to talk about the disposable income of residents, which I definitely think is a real thing and maybe has some hindrance. But I think people underestimate how much shady business goes on as far as permits, as far as licensing, as far as those things go. And I think that plays probably a bigger role in not having things in the county than people being broke. Like, I don't really jive with that as much as there is a bureaucratic group within this county who it who basically is holds the cards for what goes on. And if you're not part of that, if you're not within that group, you're not going to be able to make things happen. So I would be very interested to see whoever is giving out the permits for all of these gas stations, all these Chick-fil-A's, what is the process that takes versus a process to build a different type of restaurant? Who is giving out those permits? Who is doing that process versus who's doing something else? And I think we would maybe come to some different conclusions about what is going on in the county. That's my little spiel on
His name is
everything.
Larry Hogan.
Oh, Larry Hogan, yes, that was the governor, the prior governor of Westmore. But early voting, June 11th through the 18th. Election day is June 23rd. Closed primary. It's too late to switch your affiliation. So if you are an independent voter, sorry, you will not be voting in these primaries. But the general election is in November, and you can get ready for that. You boys got anything else before we move on?
Just a quick thing about Westmore yet again. I'm in a chat. I'm not gonna. It's not peer affiliated. It's kind of work affiliated. But I jokingly, I was bringing up the fact that I saw Westmore. I jokingly said this in the chat on Monday during business hours, and it seemed like these the right wing guys don't fuck with Westmore at
Yeah.
all.
No.
So to my point, not to my point, it's a surprise to me. I didn't know that his ultimate goal was, I guess, to do a presidential bid. And I think if you don't, I mean, you already got an uphill battle. You know what I mean? But if you can't appease to, certain Caucasians,
You know what's
you're clipped, bro.
You know what's so funny? I wish I could remember the name of this documentary on HBO about Obama, but it was about Obama running for office. And there's this great part where Obama, I want to say it's Iowa or somewhere, presidential, and he talks about his uncle being in the army, his white
Ohio.
uncle, his white uncle. And I don't know if people will ever admit or not, but that was the benefit that Obama got that a lot of these other black guys are not ever going to be able to have. They don't have white uncles, like not actual white uncles, like whose mother is their brother.
How to say those white moms?
Like they don't travel in that same space, and they're never going to get that benefit of the doubt. Like Obama, for all of the he don't do stuff for black people, da 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 da, he was just black to those white people. It didn't matter that he had a white uncle, like the hard racists that you're talking about, or the really conservative people. That white uncle didn't matter, but there were enough people in the middle who aren't like super hard racists, but they're not super liberals who were like, oh, Obama like me, I got a white uncle. You see what I'm saying? Like Westmore is never going to be able to tap into that. Like there's something
He
about
looked
that.
like he got some white in him, though.
He might.
He's not, but
Somewhere he looked
he's
like he got it in him.
I thought he got Jamaican ancestry or something.
it's not. But the fact that like
But I get
he
where
was,
Atticus
he,
coming from.
oh yeah,
Looked
for
like he
sure.
got it.
And the fact that he has like the service in him, like you know what I'm saying.
Allegedly, now.
No,
Allegedly.
yeah, that's
No,
that's the
he
issue.
definitely served. He didn't go to Afghanistan, but
Well, that's
he
the whole
definitely
point. If
served.
you lie about how you serve, that's a big. Once again, I'm
Yeah,
not an
bro,
army
like,
cat, but
bro,
that means
them
something to
white
them.
people have been lying for a long time about
Once
how they
again,
serve.
that
Fool.
that
Like we're not
that
about to do this.
that's not how that works. Like that's not how the world works. Like
I understand what you're saying.
white people have been
but
murdering people for a long time and
for
getting away
sure,
with it.
for sure,
But when you
for
murder
sure.
somebody, that's
Never did that.
we
We're
have to
not
live
gonna do
in
that.
we have to live in the reality of the world and not the world we
Yeah,
want it to be.
but at the same time, like we have to talk about like this is a man and he served his country. Like we're not going to escape the fact that like
Once again, we talk about
he,
George W. Bush in that same way. People
yeah,
make
for sure. But
so
like
I,
he's
so
yeah, but like the
Westmore's
was
no different.
he's not. But at the same time, George W. Bush was the president of this country.
Yeah, but the point is that we talked about his service
His service record.
or what it was or what it wasn't.
Yeah,
People have mentioned about
yeah,
Trump being
right,
a draft dodger. Like that's the thing.
for sure.
Westmore, I get what you're saying that Westmore shouldn't be crucified in a way that we
No, no,
wouldn't
no. That's not what
crucify
I'm saying at all.
others.
That's not what I'm
Um,
saying at all.
then what are you saying?
I'm saying that that shit does not matter.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It can't be. That's just like that's not the case though. Like it has mattered for all of them.
Yeah,
The
it's
issue is,
mad. Yeah, it was a talking point, but it didn't matter.
well, yeah. I mean, ultimately anything. What matters is determined throughout the time period. Like we could say anything, and it could matter today, and then not matter tomorrow.
For sure.
Things like I grabbed him by the pussy was one of the first things Donald Trump said publicly, or people came out about Donald Trump in hopes of trying to end the Donald Trump
Yeah,
reign.
derailed that
It
shit.
it ultimately didn't matter, right?
It didn't.
We discussed it, but it didn't matter. I would argue that Hillary Clinton. We talked a lot about Benghazi and those emails.
Didn't matter.
That mattered. That ultimately, I
Yeah.
think,
Okay,
cost
bro.
her the election. So
Yeah.
like,
But we're
two,
talking about like that's why I brought up the fact that he's a man.
well, what I'm saying is that the conversation piece for
Because you
both of,
brought it, yeah, I understand what you're saying, like the
yes,
conversation piece, but at the same time, like one is a man, one isn't. Like we
okay,
live in a
well
very
then
misogynistic
that's
world, my nigga.
that's
Like,
once again that's fine. But leave Hillary. Now let's talk about Trump and Bush. They both have
no one
military.
cared, bro.
That's my point. The conversation was had over
It was
time
still had, but it didn't matter. He won, son. He's the mayor, son. He runs Maryland, bro. He's the governor. He's the governor of Maryland. So like that
So
shit does
then, no,
not matter.
so then you're saying making my point that the conversation is being had, but it
Yeah, but
ultimately
it
doesn't
don't
matter.
matter. No,
Okay,
we're
so
making the same point.
no,
Is
no,
what I'm saying.
no. You're saying it doesn't matter because he's the governor now. I'm not arguing that. The information is that this is new information to Omatic's point for him running for president. That is when
But
Omatic
if
is
it was
saying
the talking point for him running for mayor, why wouldn't it be the talking point for him running for
because the
president?
state of Maryland and the United States are two different places. He can win a state like
Bro,
Maryland
like, but
with that,
niggas knew Trump was a
and
draft
that's
dodger
and
when
that's
he
the
was sending people's kids off to
and
motherfucking
that's
Iraq and Iran and all that
and that's the
Afghanistan
point.
in the '90s, my nigga. Like, that's what I'm
And
saying.
once
Like, the
again,
shit didn't matter.
that's the point we're
He
trying
put in
to
his
make.
work. Donald put in
Yeah,
his work
that's the point we're trying to make. That
decades of work. Wes is
it's
what,
not the
40?
same. Like
Late
he's
40s,
not
50s?
starting from the same point. Like West,
Yeah.
whether it's fair
Yeah,
or
it don't
not.
matter. What I'm saying is, it don't matter. The starting point, it don't matter.
Once again, that's not the reality of the world. Like he just
I
that's
feel
just
you,
not.
Charles, but if
That's
it
not
wasn't the
real.
reality of the world, then this nigga wouldn't be the governor of Maryland.
But he is the governor of what?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. This shit don't matter.
What you keep trying to make this one point, but what we're trying to tell you is that it is a fundamental difference between being the governor of Maryland and
And the
the
president of the United States, for
So
sure.
because you're saying it doesn't matter for
But
one
what
thing,
I'm saying is that he won an
doesn't equal-
electoral race already. So if you don't think he can
Once-
gather other people, don't mean nothing.
what we're trying to say is that it is not an apples because gathering
If he
votes
got
for
the same tech people that can bring their motherfucking technology and data centers to Maryland and PG County, he can get them same people to get him elected president.
Once again,
with
this
certain talking points.
this doing stuff for the state of Maryland has nothing to do with someone in Montana. That's the point we're trying to get at. That if you're going to be the president of the United States, you gotta win places like Montana just as much as you gotta win Maryland.
But he
And
hasn't ran for shit yet, so we can't say he
that's
hasn't
the
won for
point
Montana.
Omatic is trying to make.
But he's going to win those states.
You know what?
That's a
You know what? Now we're done. Now I'm not. Now I'm not interested. Now you're just saying stuff that is historically inaccurate. Like
Okay.
there's no proof that a Democrat just wins. We just watched a Democratic lady lose a bunch of swing states. Like
A Democratic lady, bro.
once again, I can
Black
go.
man.
Bro,
Black man.
Obama didn't.
He's still a
Obama
man.
didn't. So then nobody can ever. Then nobody can do anything. Then what are we saying here? What points are we making?
Did Obama win that state?
Obama with the swing states. Obama when he was running in 2012 versus 20. Like that's what we're talking about. A whole different thing. The ultimate
Y'all
point.
said black man. I'm just asking a
I'd
question.
love to see what Westmore's numbers were when the election happened. Like what was the deciding factor there?
Yeah, what were
Was
the
it
demographics?
close?
Yeah, like
Not?
once again, did he win? Did he win
Was it a
Hagerstown? Did he win Fredericksburg? Did he win all of those?
Randomly
rural-
got it pulled
Did,
up. Give me a
did he
second.
win
So
Eastern
if he
Shore?
did, then maybe he can get
Yeah,
Montana.
but if he was only winning Baltimore and PG and Moco, that doesn't bode well. Oh, okay. This is not as fun. Well, this is actually my fake favorite story. Pump Fund launched their coin today, and it is a bounty platform that lets users pay anyone to complete any task with funds held in escrow until Pump Fund reviews the submission.
Can you repeat that, please? I apologize.
Pump
Okay.
fund. I don't
Pump
know
Fund.
what
Pump Fund is a coin, a meme coin, which launched today. It is a bounty platform that lets users pay anyone to complete any task with funds held in escrow until Pump Fund reviews the submission. Basically, we've turned Black Mirror into an app for everyone to use, and I'm super interested. Would you use Pump Fund?
I don't bet, so I probably wouldn't.
You said they did Black Mirror into a what?
I said they
Into
turned
an
Black
app.
Mirror into an app.
Like that's dead ass what Charles just said.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Son,
So
they
it's
turn
a
predictive markets into
it's a bounty
something else.
platform.
Yeah.
This is a bounty platform. So if I put a bounty, let's say I put $10,000 for someone to go smack Omatic, I put it on this platform. People can go to collect the bounty, and if they go smack you in theory, so are you messing with this idea? Is this a
And that's
little?
a coin?
Yes.
So that's how it works. Your wallet is connected to the platform through this coin, and that's how you get their
Oh man.
you get your bounty.
I'm lost, but I get it. But I'm lost. Like, what are we doing? What's that movie? The Purge? This feels like
Yes, right.
Yeah. Black Mirror, Purge, same shit.
That's
Black
same
Mirror
thing.
was Black Mirror was it was weird, right? You had every episode was different. That's why I was
Yeah,
kinda
yeah.
confused
I mean,
about
okay, I'm
what
sorry.
you was talking about.
The idea of basically
This sounds like Purge shit. Right?
this sounds
Here,
like
do this
that.
and-
What was that movie? That was Squid Games. This sounds like a version of like Squid Games meets.
I didn't watch that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Squid Games was fun. Squid Games was fun. So this sounds like what that is. Squid Games meets The Purge or something of that nature. So I'm assuming you're not with this. No, you won't be on the bounty platform trying to get people to do all types of things.
Brother Mook, I like this. Got some coffee in you. Sorry,
Appreciate it.
didn't know what the question was. Sorry.
Are you pro the bounty platform? Are you gonna use it? Are you gonna try to?
No.
No. Okay.
The only way I think I would be pro a platform like this is if everyone knows, right? Because as you said, what if, hey, here's 10,000, go smack them. I have no idea this smack is coming, bro.
Well, I saw the one thing that made me interested was I saw that someone put out a bounty to quote unquote kill someone
That's
who
crazy.
they said murdered a police officer. I'll send you guys the tweet if I can find it, but
Oh, hold on.
essentially,
What?
yeah, that was someone. I'll see if I can find it on my phone, but
Man,
essentially
bullshit.
someone, you know,
I
this
mean,
platform
this
went
is-
up.
This is what people do, right? This is not what doesn't happen, but now it's just on a trading market.
Well, that's the Black Mirror aspect of it to me.
It's
Like
kind of wild.
the fact that I agree with you. People have been putting bounties on people's heads for eons,
Forever.
but the manner in which
I like how this country was built.
in the manner in which we're saying we should go about it while we're doing meme coins and is kind of ridiculous, right? Like that is the portion that is like this is weird, right? Or we're reading into it, or is it too much? Because to me, literally what I'm seeing is there's no way this doesn't become an assassination market. Like that's essentially
That's all I heard.
Where is
that's
this? Where is this at? Is this,
what do you mean? It's
What you fucking mean? Saying you're not a
introducing Pump Fund Go. Pay anyone. You go on Twitter and look up Pump Fund.
I'm not doing.
And you can what do you mean?
I don't
Creating complete bounties for any task. Listen,
trying to get
Any
whacked, bro.
task.
let me read you the tweet.
What you trying to do, man?
Introducing Pump Fund Go. Pay anyone to do
It's an actual page.
anything. Create and complete bounties for any task and
there a
leverage
minimum?
the power of
You're a
humans
fool.
and money across the globe. Yeah, bro.
Is there a minimum? That's a good question. What's your,
That's a great question, Omatic.
200.
Nah, I gotta be lower than.
Nah, I gotta be higher than that, bro.
bro,
No.
what you
Carton of
mean?
cigarettes in the pen is 200.
It gotta be like 1,000, dog.
Shit, me.
1,000
fair.
gotta be the baseline.
Niggas have got killed for less, Charles.
But it's
Stop
not a
playing.
killing app. That's not what it's for.
It's not what it's for.
It's
a
a
bounty
predictive
app.
market.
It's a bounty app. No, it's
Nigga,
not.
what is a bounty?
By
Charles, now let no.
I'll tell you
My
what.
definition.
no,
I like
I-
my definition.
I'll give you what a bounty.
I bet we all on the computer. Let's do it.
We definitely
A
don't.
bounty, a sum paid for killing or capturing a person or animal.
Capture.
A sum paid to encourage trade. A sum paid to encourage trade. That's literally, by definition, that is a bounty. Now, is it also what you said? Yes, but it is by definition a sum paid to encourage trade. That is what a bounty is.
Charles,
I'm just is that not what it, is that what is that what the definition is? Yes or no?
No, that's exactly what my computer said.
And that is all I'm saying. Like, yeah, niggas acting like I'm making
But
up
we
shit.
not gonna act like this. Not what we talking about though.
Well, this is the beauty of
You put Charles. You put a bounty on somebody's head.
put bills on their fucking face.
There we go. I was waiting for the
Bills.
rap balls
Bills
on their fucking face. Yeah, I'm with you. But that's what I'm saying, fool. Like
I don't want to take it to that other place. Yeah,
we're
you
not
know,
gonna talk about what it like, bro. Like that's what it means.
No, you're not wrong in nature,
Like
but
you can say what you want, legality. That's why we have definitions.
Good word.
Yes.
Good word. Good word.
But you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, we know for a fact what the fuck that word means. So,
But that's-
I put a
but-
bounty on your head.
but
Like,
this is but
in
think
the
about
old West when they was like, I put a
it.
bounty
No,
on
no,
this nigga's head.
but that's actually
How many
a gr-
times did that scalp come back alive?
No, but that's actually a great point you're making. Why is this allowed though? This becomes the question that why is this allowed? If your point to your point, let's say you know what I'm gonna go full agreement with you. You're not wrong here. Now the question becomes why is this allowed in the country that we live in?
We love the Wild West.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I personally don't have no issue in theory, but it would suck if somebody put a bounty on me that I didn't know. Like to a Mag's point, if someone decided that they about to put a bounty out on me, and I'm out here walking and I just get pew pew because I didn't know there was a bounty out on me, that would suck. That would suck.
I need an alert or something.
Yeah, I feel like
A little life alert jump.
I feel like that should be standard. Like if you do get a bounty put on you, there has to be some sort of way to let you know that there has been a bounty.
Put my email in and my phone number. You gotta let me know.
Fake
It can
sure.
be anonymous, but let me know something.
All right, not rapid fire, but I feel as though when we talk about these people, this combination of people, we get really boggled down. So let's just try to do this.
Jay-Z, Drake, Michael Jackson.
You know what? You're 2 for 3. So basically, the story of the week, I hate to say it, has been Jay-Z's Roots Picnic freestyle and everything that has come out of that.
May I ask a question before you continue?
Yes, sir.
Do we all think that was a real bush?
I just
No. I want a real answer, Charles. Yes or no before you continue.
Yeah. I think you know what? As somebody who currently has locks,
Drake, yeah, locked it. Okay.
what I would say is that I think that it is his hair and there are some added hair to it. But I think for the most part that is his hair. I would argue. Now, this is
Hold on. Let our brother answer.
Okay.
I think that was his hair. He had more hair, and they cut off some hair. We got to remember how long this man's locks were.
He also had wigs. So
Well,
like
that's
shit is
what-
dead.
Yeah, that's why I
That's
think
what I'm
it's
saying.
his hair
They cut
plus
some
hair
off. I don't
plus
think so.
extension.
Yeah, because like if he had wigs and all that shit is dead, he actually combed that shit out. A lot of that shit is falling out because dreads is locks is dead hair.
No way. People's goat of rap is
Why?
extensions into that.
First of all, why? First of
we
all,
go.
here's
Here
the
we
thing.
go.
No way.
See, I hate that Mook
way.
did such a good job of getting us here because now we have to
No
do
way.
this.
Yeah, there we
Here's
go. Hey,
the-
Charles,
here's-
you seen what I did, Charles?
I see, but here's the issue.
No way.
Stop doing that. Like, there's what you keep saying. No, there is a definitely way.
There's definitely a way.
Like, there's no, like, there's.
Not my
What do you
goat.
mean? There's.
Not my
What do
goat.
you mean?
My
That's
goat
your
is-
goat.
Nah, my
You see,
goat is-
that's the problem. That's
Shit,
the problem.
me.
Not my goat.
That's
We
the
just saw
problem.
it.
Like, that's the problem.
I don't know.
First of all, your man started off with starter locks and then had on a full set of dreads. Nigga, as someone who had locks, that's not how that shit works, nigga.
And we see this nigga every week.
It takes some time, nigga. You don't go. You see my hair. You saw it. This is 6 years.
I thought you was just doing braids, bro.
Exactly. And that's the whole point. This is 6 years plus going from braids to locks, nigga. Stop it. You niggas, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's your goat or not. Stop it.
I swear I thought you was just doing braids, bro.
Nigga, I thought I
I thought you
was
was,
too.
I thought you was having fun.
I said what?
You see what I'm saying? And look, mine is the
Nigga
proper
went through a
transition.
COVID crisis.
Type shit. No, definitely type
Deadass.
shit. Type shit. That's what started this.
We seen it all. We seen
This
it all on the
started.
podcast, bro. We
This
seen
started
it all.
because of COVID. Nigga, what the fuck? COVID crisis to the core.
Nigga
But
said,
my
"Fuck
point.
my barber."
Yeah,
Oh,
type
man.
shit. But this is my
Yeah.
point. You go from bush, braids, locks. You don't go from starter locks to fucking wigs back to an app. That is not the fucking
That's
pathway.
not how math works.
Not the path. That
Niggas
was like
don't
a,
even, I'm not even trying to cap a hoe because I'm not. That's not my guy. But bro, did we see him during this? Like, when did we see him?
he just was doing the GQ interview like a month ago.
Literally talked about it.
I didn't look at what he had on. I didn't look at that shit yet. I've never even watched that shit. I'm talking about the leading up to, right? Like, we're talking about how he got these wigs. You know what I'm saying?
That's my point. The nigga, anytime he gonna get a new hairdo, he go away for like 6 months, and he just pop out new hair. What the fuck? Y'all niggas okay with that?
What's it
No,
called?
I'm not. Cause if I pop out with motherfucking braids or something,
Yeah. If Mook come out with some Kawhi Leonard braids and
no,
like,
that's a gray hair. That's a gray hair, bro.
Oh, I thought that was no. It's gone. It's gone now.
if Mook come
That thing
out,
got one string.
if you or Mook come out with Kawhi braids,
I'm about to.
all right, Drizzy Drake.
Exactly.
Alright.
The
Alright, Drizzy Drake.
sacred is what they. It's
Thank
called
you, bro.
sacred, right? I think it was the
Yeah.
sacred shit for sure, bro. That's what I was thinking. I just pulled it up. I need that.
Very, very, very much so. All right, but
All right, bro.
we've got past the hair.
We've strayed.
We always stray.
So
We've
far.
we've got past the hair. So
So
let's
many
get
new sense.
let's get to the right Jay-Z with like ooh, free afros extensions. What are we doing here? To the freestyle.
Hold on,
They
Charles.
really hate that girl husband. That's so crazy.
That girl's husband. We're gonna
Beyonce's
address that in a
husband.
second.
Yes,
I'm here.
come
I'm
on.
here.
That's what they were
But
calling him.
hey Shannon, what the fuck is going on with you? I gotta address the chat right quick.
She said she got in a fight.
Yeah. He's a lady. All right, we're gonna continue.
Okay. So to the freestyle. He mentioned Nicki Minaj, Tory Lanez, Drake, Dame Dash, the lawyer guy, I forget his name, Tony, whatever, and Oshino. Those are at least 7 people I know. Oh, and Jaguar Wright. Those are at least 8 people we know for sure. He talked about in the diss. I think the best. I thought the freestyle overall was kind of mid. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It kind of just did what he needed to do. I think the most hard hitting stuff was towards Dame Dash and Nicki Minaj. I think the Drake stuff is actually the funniest stuff because him and Drake are more alike than I think either one of them would like to admit or he would like to admit. And ultimately, I find like it reminds me of like the Drake LeBron thing. I find people who overlap a lot of times and overlap a lot of times of things when they start to fight with each other, they tend to forget that they really are more alike than they are different. So that's all my kind of takes from the freestyle. Anything you guys got on it?
Freestyle made me think about the verse that Jay Z had on the Drake album. The
Light Up?
Jump. There we go. Charles, I knew you would know. Because you made me listen to that song way more than I wanted to.
Good
So
bars.
yeah, it definitely was. So it's just like that freestyle made me think about that one and like the LeBron interview. It's just like both of them just it was a lot of what did I tell you in the moment type shit. And it was just like, all right, cool, bro. Like this is cool. But I didn't really care because I didn't listen to the album of Drake's and Fulfillment. Got the eight songs. So it's just like, yeah, I didn't listen to the album and Fulfillment. So it's just, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about, but I definitely thought the John was mid. I know he was talking about certain people, like the Teeth Bar. Definitely knew that was about Dame Dash, but like other than that, he could have went home with that shit. Like save bars for the album that you allegedly supposed to be dropping. Like that's what I care about. Like put this shit over a beat like the nigga that this you did. Like I don't
The
really
jig is
care.
up.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't really care about all these soliloquies and like y'all know me, bro. Like I don't care for Jay Z talking and all that shit. And he was just talking to me on that freestyle. Like put that shit over a rap beat and and attack him like you tried to do Nas, and let's keep this shit moving.
James.
I really don't have too much for it either. I mean, we was in chats. I said, he's just gonna come out and say, "Listen, I'm better than y'all. I'm richer than y'all. I'm literally the best at everything in life over anybody." And
It's
that's
gonna
really what.
cost a beater call say my
Yeah, I
name.
mean, like, yeah, bro, like, I'm not knocking anything he said. I personally was like, I'm not trying to listen to this freestyle on somebody recording it like this. Like, I want to hear it. I said, put it out on a DSP, and then I can really kind of dissect what you said. Um, but other than that, I really ain't had nothing for it. I think we had boots on the ground. Shout out to T-Bab. He said, he did song one and then did that and then just went on with his shit. I kind of respect that. I like that a lot. Like, listen, I'm going to do my intro song. I'm going to come out here, address all this bullshit, and then I'm going to just keep it moving. I kind of did like that. But I got nothing else for it. Give me this shit on the DSP so I can actually hear what you was talking about. That's all I got.
To that point, I did hear a clearer version,
I did
and,
too.
and I don't think that made me like it any more or
It
less.
did it. It didn't.
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
so for me, like, here's my issue, not with Jay-Z, but with the conversation. Jay-Z, a month ago, we sat up here, did an interview with GQ and said, we're past battling, we're past this and that.
Past rap beef.
There's certain things that, it went too far. The Kendrick and Drake beef actually went too far. He himself said, "Why? What issue would I have with Drake? Like, why would I care?" He did all of that, right? To come back less than like a month later, get on a stage and essentially lie. He was bought. Like, once again, if he didn't care about Drake and da da da, you don't even talk about the billions because Drake said a lot more things than money and charts. Like, Drake, I don't think was on the album screaming about how I have the most number one record. Like, that's not what Drake was talking to you about.
not to
He
him,
was,
no.
yeah, exactly. That's my point. Drake was basically saying,
I don't
and
need your advice.
not
I
even
shouldn't
just
take your advice. That's what it sounded like to me.
no, that too. But in other points, he was saying it was funny when they were making fun of me, calling me a pedophile. It was cool when people were making jokes about me and my family.
That too.
Oh, but now people are making jokes about you and your family, and now we need to do deep dives. Now we need nuance. That's what. And to me, he didn't address that. Like, to your point, I'm richer than you. That's Jay-Z. Jay-Z been doing that since I can remember listening to rap songs. And this is another issue I have with not Jay, but the conversation around Jay-Z. Jay-Z is who a lot of people claim Drake to be. Jay-Z just don't got a white Jewish mother. Literally, when people talk about stealing people's flows and stealing sounds from different places, Jay-Z, they were accusing Jay-Z of doing that long before they were accusing Drake of doing that. Nas on Ether literally accuses Jay-Z of sleeping with the wrong type of woman, disrespecting black women as a whole, not being able to get with women until he got money. Is that not what Kendrick did to Drake on Not Like Us? We hate the woman you fuck. We hate the woman. Literally, that's what Nas did to Jay-Z on Ether.
Oh, you were
96.
ready. He was ready. He was ready.
No, because here's my thing. I've spent the last week, I told you I have to get off of Threads, but I have spent the last week literally
Let's talk about that next.
okay, I spent the last week on Threads just like
You
reading,
don't gotta speak, bro.
just reading takes and takes and takes. And I'm like, I'm 34 years old, so I'm legitimately old enough to remember Takeover versus Ether and remember all the conversations around there. I remember when Jay-Z dropped Super Ugly and everybody was like, yo, he's going too far. Talking about putting a condom on
car seat or
on the
some
car seat is just that's too much. You're doing a lot. I remember those conversations. 10-year-old me very much so remembers all of these conversations.
Bro, we remember when that nigga was beefing with Fat Joe, bro.
Like, I remember him having to drop Volume 1, Blueprint 2, and that verse, and being like, okay, people being like, "Let it go, Nas beat you. You can't win." And you know
Why he
what?
drop? Why he dropped that album with the red cover, Charles?
Yeah, I mean, hey, history was there. But like, even on Blueprint 2, what was he saying? He was basically saying, I'm more commercially successful than Nas, so it doesn't matter. Oh, would you try to speak knowledge? Like, do y'all not remember what his claims against Nas and Takeover? Oh, what you trying to spit knowledge? Who is you rapping like you trying to free the slaves? Once again, like the parallels were
Nigga had
not
Jim Jones talking about smacking off Coovies, bro.
like the parallels are not lost on me. Like that's the whole thing. That's why when we did the Drake makes people stupid because people are not honest about all of this stuff. The truth is that outside of the Jewish mother, when we're talking about this, even the substance, because one is a former drug dealer, one is a former child star. But when we're talking about the content in which they put out and how they try to go about talking about their lives, it is very much so in the same vein. They're talking about their woman. They're talking about their power. They're talking about manipulating other people, being the head honcho, the guy, the chess. That's both of them. One
Sounds
is
like a
from
lot of misogynistic rap.
once again. Nas literally said Nas literally called Jay-Z a misogynist.
Yeah,
Literally called Jay-Z a misogynist. So that's why it's so funny to me that 25 years later, there's this revisionist history where it's, oh well, Jay-Z has always been this. No. Jay-Z has actually been closer to corporate and the the capitalist side of America than he has been to some sort of revolutionary culture. Like Jay-Z is part of that Biggie Tupac crew, not that Roots Dead Prez crew. Like that's the irony to me. Like if we did a diagram or we did a list of 90s rappers
he a
and
Dr. Dre ass nigga, bro.
we decided, oh, let's put them conscious, revolutionary, capitalist for the culture. Jay-Z ain't even for the culture, revolutionary, capitalist. He's not cultural revolutionary. He's more so in the capitalist vein. He's more in the destroying community vein. Not when I was 9 years old, Nas had a song for me. Like literally, I know I can't be what I want to be.
wanna be.
Jay-Z didn't make music for me when I was 9 years. Like, what the fuck are people talking about? Like, people will sit up here and lie with a straight face in 2026 and then turn around because basically, listen, the issue is that Drake fan base is skewed towards white America, the white culture, whatever, in a way that most rappers aren't. And what I mean by that is that there's a baseline for selling music in the United States of America. If you are a popular artist, more than likely white people are the reason why you are a popular artist. Like super, super popular, mainstream. But there are people within that who have very much so cult followings. Jay-Z to me is that type of person. Jay-Z is a mainstream popular person, but his cult following is from black people. Jay-Z is a black superstar icon, da 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 da. But because he is so big, he travels and he transverses and he works in that popular mainstream. He's married to one of the most popular entertainers of all time. Like
Rock
those,
Nation helps a lot too.
he does all of these things. But at his core, his group of people who love him are black people. That's not the same for Drake. Does Drake have a large core of black people who love him? Definitely. But he also just has everybody who loves him because Drake does something that is palatable to a lot more people. Like
He also has a lot of women followers.
that is too. Like just in general, like the music he makes is far more friendly and inviting to women than the music Jay-Z makes. Not that Jay-Z doesn't make music for women because Jay-Z has definitely a strong woman fan base, but not like Drake because he ain't singing on tracks. That's just the fact of the matter. Like
He's not giving Drake is not. I mean, Jay-Z is not giving you a Habibti album.
he's not. And that's okay because that's not what he does. But this is issue when we're having, I think,
Is
conversations
that a
about.
good album? I haven't listened to it.
Oh yeah, they got WNBA. Um,
Oh, that's the album that Joe on?
hold on, who said that's cap? 75%, right though? I'll take
That's
75%.
Verb, I believe.
Oh, I'll take 75%, Bird. I'll take 75%. That's not bad. That's good for most things. But yeah. So for me, I'm not mad at anything going on as far as the beef or whatever, Jay Z, Drake. I just think that these guys are a lot more alike than they are different as far as it comes to musical careers. And then all of the stuff about ownership and stuff, I think people are kind of obtuse, are kind of being willfully obtuse. Like I said, when Drake started, we had a conversation last time. I remember them doing $1 million bidding wars to sign him and give him a contract. Like most of these guys, Jay Z, that was not the case for Jay Z. He came in being an independent artist because he was trying to get people to buy into what he was selling. From
He came up under an independent artist. Jazz O was independent.
from the time Drake has been very much so in the mainstream or making music, he has been a popular like I said, there was $1 million bidding war before Drake ever dropped a studio debut album. That wasn't the case for Jay Z. That's just
He had a video with 1 million views on YouTube already before he got signed.
like that's just not the case. That wasn't the case for Jay Z. So I think when we're having this argument about ownership, what's this, what's that, I definitely think there's some nuance as to who is where and why they are there
I mean, for
and
sure,
why
bro.
they
But
are.
like, we can't talk about that because, like, even for people our age, I think it's hard for them to realize what life was before streaming. Like, it's easy for us to do it because you and I can literally go back to like going half on a half and going to Best Buy, picking up the Drake album, you throwing it in the Suzuki CD player. Like, we have real memories with physical
I feel like a
shit
lot of
like that.
people do.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I don't think they can fathom or realize what like physical numbers is compared to streaming shit. Because I think a lot of shit with Drake is the streaming shit, and it's kind of be like, oh yeah, like he got 3 billion streams, and then like we talking about like niggas like Michael Jackson is just like, oh yeah, but like he got 3 billion physical album sales, like with niggas going outside and actually buying an album. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like those two things, like the nuance. First of all, there's no such thing as nuance in today's world. Can we agree to that?
I mean, there's sometimes it just depends who's having the conversation.
I mean, Charles, let's not do that. I'm just talking about the vast majority.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like when we talking about nuance and things like that, then it's just like, all right, then we're gonna have to get a little bit more selective in our study. But like, but other than that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely feel you though, because it's just like, bro, they came out different times. Like one nigga came out in the '90s, the other nigga came out in '09. Fool, like
Yeah.
we
No.
we like we were children in the '90s, and we were in high school when Drake came out. Like we were in our formative years, productive years. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that nigga really hit home to certain niggas and people. Like, well, I'm just say people. He hit home to certain people. Like he was talking about shit that niggas actually going through, especially with like emotions and I'm not a Drake fan, but it's just like he was talking about like emotions, like certain things niggas was going through, like when it came to women and what they was dealing with and shit like that. Certain things that we weren't hearing say like Gucci Fabulous and shit like that. Like niggas that I listen to personally was talking about. So it's just like, yeah, I definitely feel it, but at the same time, it's just like, bro, you to me, when we talk about these two artists, like, yes, you can compare the two, but like they're very similar when it comes to like subject matter and shit like that. But when like once again, it's kind of hard to compare niggas to Jay Z, just like Michael Jackson to me, because it's just like this nigga came out in the physical era and this nigga came out in the digital era, even though he came out like tail end of it, but it is what it is. But I would much rather listen to Jay Z than I mean, much rather listen to Drake than Jay Z in today's times. Even though I didn't listen to Drake's 3 albums that he dropped.
Moving to NBA Finals, Spurs down 0-1 to the Knicks. Knicks take, man. Knicks
We're gonna talk
season.
about threads after this.
Oh yeah, I'm quick. I don't have too much for that. But the
What's the
Knicks,
April place?
the Knicks look like they're legit. Like I have to apologize once again. The Knicks look like wow, Cat. I love Cat. I've always loved Cat, so I'm kind of hedging my bets with the Knicks because I will be very happy if Cat wins. But outside of that, shout out to the Knicks. I hope this is a long series. But yeah, they're playing great. They haven't lost a game since April 23rd. That is just
Hawk
absolutely
series, bro.
that's absolutely bonkers to me. So shout out to the Knicks. Yeah, I have nothing to say but good things.
Oh, I told niggas, bro, when the Hawks before the Hawks played the Knicks, I was like, bro, if somebody can do something with this nigga Big Body Brunson, fool. Like, if you can do something with him, you might be able to win the series. But it's just like what that young man did in the second half and the fourth quarter, regardless of him scoring 31 points and taking 30 shots to get it. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like the nigga did what he did. Like, and if you watched the game, it didn't look like he took 30 shots. You know what I'm saying? And I watched the replay because I went to sleep for most of the game. So it's just like, yeah. But shout out to the Knicks and Spurs is too young, fool. Like they just too young. I don't think they still got breast milk behind their ears, champ. So it's just like when it come to that, I think that's what they missing. I can't, but they got the squad to win. But I just don't think they have the experience to win. And then they got them other niggas over there doing what they doing. Point Cat, shout retweet Charles. We love us some Cat. Minnesota got finessed in that trade, but I honestly don't know how the boys win in San Antonio. But what's up, O'Matter? What you got for us?
I wish we would have had this conversation prior to yesterday, man. I think we're
I was on the Knicks before yesterday.
I mean, to say you don't know how they're gonna win, it's only one game, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Yes, they haven't lost since April 23rd. I love all of that. Listen, Spurs are still a good team, man. I don't. Yes, they're young. Okay, I don't know. What's the Jordan Clarkson? I think is the only person, and there's one other cat on the Knicks that have been to the finals. So
OG Ben, he didn't play.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so if we're talking
That
about
Raptor squad.
youth and experience in this type of environment, I mean, there's literally none there for either of the teams, right? So I don't want to hear that, especially if you're
I was just talking about playoffs.
young and that good though, right? Like, if cool, you don't have that experience in playoffs, like cool, you got a couple cakewalks in round 1 and 2. You beat the defending champs. You can't just scoff at that. Listen, they were before I went to sleep. I went to sleep on the game for sure. Before I went to sleep on the game, the Spurs were playing. To me, I think a hell of a game. I mean, it was a 20. It was a 20-3 run at some point in the first quarter. I mean, it became a game at one point to get to the half. I think starting in the third quarter, Spurs went on a run again. Knicks kind of got back into it. I think when I woke up, the game was over. But I saw, Knicks had to do the whole comeback. It's not like they got like destroyed, right? This is just like, this is a game. This is game one, man. Like, I don't think it's over at all. I am pro tape. I've been saying this in chats. I am pro tape. I think it's more so hatred for Western Conference foes at this point. We already know where I'm aligned with a couple of cats, so I just don't need these cats getting one up. But as I've been saying in chats, man, I think this is
Oh, okay, that answered my question.
this is good for basketball, man. Like, just the Knicks winning it. I absolutely hate everything that I've seen today. Like, every single Knicks fan is literally on 1,000, right? On 1,000. And I think that's going to be so bad because it's going to happen. If they win it all, we're getting that from June
Till
until
September. Yeah.
We're getting that till next June, bro.
Bro, we're getting this for the rest of our lives, my nigga.
We're getting until the next championship. Like, whenever we get to the
Okay.
next finals, I think we're getting that for sure. Unless
Fair.
they don't make the playoffs or some shit, that'll be the only way we don't get it. And it's gonna be very annoying. But I think for basketball, man, like I can't be mad at it, man. Like, I literally invited, the Knicks. It just feels good, man. Like, New York, MSG, all that shit feels good. And me, I love a road win. Like, they went in the fucking San Antonio and won that shit, bro. Like,
Series started game
I
one.
went to sleep. I woke up. I said, "What the fuck, bro?" Like, you know what I'm saying? And like you were saying, Brunson is really, a great player. He's the type of cat I love. I only bet on certain people. This is the only person I bet on the Knicks, but I'm a fan of people that can get their shot at any spot on the court, literally any spot on the court, whatever he wants,
But the
whatever he
fact
wants, he can
that
get the shot,
anywhere on the court could be his spot.
any spot. And I sent the joke to the chat today, the dagger joke. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was a foul too. We're not calling that. Like, that's tough, bro. Like, you can't not root for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into the mishaps that I saw from the Spurs. I think Dylan Harper had like 12 in like the first half, ended with 18. That's nasty.
16.
He
Wemby,
didn't play a lot in that second half though. He had
Didn't play
16
much in
and
the
8,
fourth
right,
quarter.
Charles?
nasty.
Yeah,
Three,
16 to
three
8
minutes.
didn't play much in the fourth
Fox
quarter.
ain't do
6 for
nothing.
10.
Wemby 6 for 21. Like, there was a lot of nasty work for the Spurs as well.
Yeah.
But again, it's only one game. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As we say, series starts when the road team wins, so the series has
Serious has
begun.
started?
But I mean, Spurs win one, and
Yeah.
you somehow get back to San Antonio tied up. Like, we're fine. You
Now
know
we're
what
What
I'm
they
talking.
saying?
do in the what they do in the last series when they lost? Wemby came back and did what, 40 and 20?
No, he had 40 and 20 the first game.
Yeah,
It was-
40-21 and a double OT jump. But,
Yeah. But we'll see. My final thing, I was going to talk about the WNBA, but
I would love to.
I feel as though next time we'll yes. Okay, you know what? Quickly. Dejanay, talk about you
Alicia
meeting
Gray is the MVP.
talk about you meeting Dejanay and how that experience went.
I just want to say it's been a great year for me. Okay, started off the year by meeting John Wall, John Wall, the best wizard I've ever seen in my life personally. Shout out to Gil, you did good, but you weren't too. All right,
Okay.
man. As we all know, it's my girl for a long time. Okay, go to every game, every single time she's here. But yeah, she wasn't playing, unfortunately. But I
Hey?
just foot jump since last season.
Still?
She's recovering. 7 months in. I told her to get well soon. She'll be back soon. Don't worry.
Inshallah ta'ala. I
so-
think we waffle.
Nah, I mean, I was just at the game, bro. I just always sit on the side. I'm not a Mystics fan by any means, as we all know. I mean, I'm clearly a Connecticut Sun fan. She was in town. Just went to the game. Had the jersey with me. Had this exact shirt on. Had to just talk to her the entire game, man. Said we miss you, we love you. You know what I mean? Had a couple people behind me that were also some Dejanay fans. They were Miss fans, if you know anything about Unrivaled. They said they've been to all the Unrivaled games.
That's a real fan.
And they told me that she was nice in Miami. She's not nice anywhere else. So, I thought my chances were slim yet again to meet Miss Carrington. But
Now it's Miss King.
yeah, we had a couple of moments from floor to bleachers. You know what I mean? And she saw me. She acknowledged me a few times.
I hate niggas.
Yeah, the game was over. Oh, talk about the CSC niggas, bro. So the game is over, bro.
I ain't
Game
got
is
nothing to do with this.
Game. I didn't say you did. Game was over. Okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to walk down. CSC shorty like, nah, you can't come over here. I'm just like, what? I said, I'm not trying to go to the court. I'm just trying to walk this way, bro. I see the girls in the huddle or whatever. They doing their little jump. They break. Still got my jersey up. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You know what she says? I got you. I said, oh. She said, I got you. CSC lady said, huh? I said, she's on the way. Leave me alone. We go over there. We have a conversation.
Nice.
There's no need to get into the conversation. But there's a video of it. I'm pretty sure a couple of people have seen. So.
Oh, trust me, we'll put this up. They'll see it.
Yeah, for
They'll see
sure.
it.
You know, Jersey gets on. We don't have to put it up. We don't have to put
Oh, yes,
it
we
up.
do.
Oh, yeah, it's good. It's
But
definitely quick.
just a little quick conversation. Wished her well, told us riding since Baylor. So
Nice.
said I'll see her, next time she's here. September 24th. I'll be there. Trust me.
Nice.
Had a great time. Having a good year, man. John Wall, Dejanay. I don't know who's next, man. I really don't.
I love that. Maybe a football player. I was gonna say it's too early to talk about the WNBA because they're so log jam packed. There's a bunch of teams at 500 or a few games above. There's a lot of good teams. There's a lot of good play. So for me, I think we should hold off on the WNBA just a few more games because my one thing about the WNBA is like every game seems like an indictment on somebody, and that's not really fun way to talk about sports. So let's give the WNBA a little
Troy, you was
bit.
talking about Angel Reese for a second.
No, I mean some. Like I said, I think some days, I think Angel Reese gets a
I
little
feel like
bit
she's getting picked on
too
low key
much.
this season.
She gets a little too much pub because sometimes she's just doing okay. Like when she has a bad game, it's a lot of defending her. When she has a good game, it's a lot of she's the best player ever. So it's just like let's just keep it in the middle somewhere. Like let's just keep it simple. NFL has had a bunch of trades this
As I
offseason.
said last
Averaging
time,
11.2 rebounds
she's
and
played.
1 block.
She's been playing bad this season. As I said, she's been playing bad. This
13,
season,
11, and
so
1 is all right. And 1 steal.
for her, it's bad.
4 turnovers is crazy. But continue, Charles.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say that's all I have about the WNBA. NFL trades are happening. Miles Garrett got traded. Who else got traded? Someone else, but I'm looking forward
AJ
to
Brown.
AJ Brown. I'm looking forward to actual training camps to see what we got. But outside of that, I don't have anything else. Good episode, good bants. Anything else you guys want to get out before we get up out of here?
Free Sudan. Free Yemen. Um, Free Palestine. Free Lebanon. Free the oppressed, man. You know what I'm saying? Happy Pride Month to everybody that celebrate that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to forget anybody getting that Dejanay. I feel like she participates.
Okay, happy
So,
Pride Month. Happy
yeah.
Pride Month. Shout out to the
Yeah,
good. Shout out to good folks.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the good prideful. It
What
did.
what did Ray J say?
I have no idea. He says a lot.
No, he said he got that video. He was like, shout out the gay the
Charles, wrap it up. Wrap it up, Charles. Go
no,
ahead.
what
Go
he
ahead. Go
called
ahead.
him.
Go ahead.
He called him.
We
He
were
called
we
him.
were on a good streak. We was on a
No,
good
he
streak.
called him something. He was
We were
like,
doing well.
shout out the Gaitian. I forgot what he called that. It was actually it was funny.
The Gaitians, I feel like that's an actual population.
Huh? Yeah, I said that.
You,
I
you
said it on
definitely
the.
did.
I said it on the first. I said it on
Yeah,
the first.
you definitely did.
That shit was hilarious, bro. But yeah, shout out to all the LGBTQ folks.
You
shout
forgot the
out-
plus.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to all the LGBTQ plus folks.
There we go.
Nigga melted instantly. They said you folded like a
Hey, man.
yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
They
Top
ain't they
ten.
aromatic. They ain't smell her, cuz. They ain't smell her.
We out, man. We are out. Have a good.
So warm. Great scent.
Great scent. Yeah, how was that skin though? How was that skin?
Stuck. Hey,
Dejanay, you see, this is why they don't like men coming to their
Nah,
games
it's
now.
not, nah, it's not.
This-
You know what I'm
this
saying? We
conversation-
appreciate good skincare on this podcast.
hey. Okay.
All right, my bad, bro.
right,
shout, out to,
now-
shout out to Lexi Brown. Who else?